just realized you can't see everyone else who's in this. You can just see us. I don't know. I'll turn it.
Oh, wait. I do. Wait. Oh, shoot. Wait.
What?
I know. I was just thinking about that. Is it even?
What?
Is the owl even plugged into?
Why?
Anything?
Why do we need the owl?
Because it has this feature that like features.
Yeah, I don't think it's hooked up right now.
Oh, well. There are definitely people in this room, and you just have to believe me based off of how trustworthy I am. Is it streaming?
Yeah. Let me walk out of the room, make sure the audio.
Okay, so we're all good. We have stream. Oh my God! Oh, that did the opposite of what I wanted it to do. Go back into full screen. So we're using Aiden's YouTube channel for this one, but I'm putting the link because so we said at 7 p.m. we were like, let's do a test stream, and it was like, okay, you have to wait 24 hours to stream. So we couldn't stream on our YouTube. I know, doesn't that suck so hard? It's actually fucked up. I'm gonna send the YouTube link.
Don't say that. Keep this clean. This is going on.
Oh, sorry, this is actually freaked up. I'm so sorry. I'm the way I am, and that's terrible.
Did you airdrop it possibly?
Aiden, you'll have to do that. I have an Android.
Actually, we might just post this video on the Songwriting Club.
Yeah, we can do that as well. We can just post.
I have. Do you have me on Instagram?
Yeah, I have my story.
I'm gonna send it in the link, but you guys are here in person, so you don't really need the link anyway.
Later, yes.
Yeah, so whatever.
Unless you have people who really want to tune in right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to send it, that's all.
Okay, guys.
He has it on his thing, so I'll do it.
All right, guys. This is Hal from Sticky Bangs. I'm gonna give a little quick introduction. Basically, we recorded Sticky Bangs last semester for the capstone project. Bike Song is their most recent single from that capstone project, so you should stream it. We are friends. We play together sometimes, and she's gonna talk to us about her songwriting process. All right, Hal, take it away.
Cool. I guess can the computer be turned around?
When there's no
so
audio.
What happened?
Tethered.
I think.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh.
The Scarlet's shaking. Do you see this? Help. I know you're hearing it out of that, but it was working and now it's not.
Oh, no. That's from my phone. You tricked me.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Don't stop.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It
Oh
was
my
just
God.
working. Hey, Justin, could you help?
No. I'm off the clock. What happened?
Alright.
Well, it was just working with the audio and then it wasn't. The focus rate
What happened?
is being
Maybe
weird.
start.
Logged out.
No, it's connected to this. Why is
Connected
it?
it to this.
It's plugged into this and connected as well, and it should be.
Okay.
And it was just working 2 seconds ago.
Was it?
Yes. Fun.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use
Sorry,
the-
Hal. We're having technical difficulties.
Why don't you just plug in?
Okay.
Oh, there
Oh,
goes.
Mazel Tov.
You didn't do it.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Okay.
All right.
Do
Okay.
not touch anything.
Take it away.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Could I see everyone if it was turned around?
You
Are you
could, but
tethered?
it's
Let's
kind
see.
of hard to turn you around with all the things you're plugged into right now. Here, we'll try it. Oh. Okay. No.
We don't have many options.
I don't want to add to the difficulties, but
Yes. Genius.
Yeah, that's what they call it. That is so not what they call you. They call you Ethan, dumbass. Stop!
Okay.
Stop cursing.
Okay.
cool. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hi everyone. I'm gonna try to share my screen. Okay. Can everyone see this?
Yes!
Oh, I can't see anything anymore. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, hi, my name's Hal, and I'm going to talk about songwriting. Here is the agenda, just a little about me, and then I'll get into my process. Then we will do some lyric analysis, and I have a little bit on writer's block, and then we can close. So my name is Mihaela. I also go by Hala or Hal. I honestly like all of my names. It's not illegal to call me Hala or Mihaela. So pick your favorite. I'm 25. I grew up in Festus, and then I went to school at SEMO. I actually studied interdisciplinary studies, so I studied like 4 different things: musical theater, fashion entrepreneurship, guitar performance, and multimedia journalism. And my current projects are Sticky Bangs, which is my main project. It's like an indie pop punk. And I also have Mug Sweater with my friend Ethan, who is in the project Wilson Ridge. We play together occasionally, and then I have a solo project called Stargirl. I also do some visual art, and I have a couple of zines. That's Bug Cereal and Cool Girl Chronicles. So that's me. So my songwriting process, this is very stream of consciousness. I tried to boil it down, and I think that it is really all over the place for me, but what I came down to was there's some kind of inspiration, then I fill in whatever is missing from that original inspo, then I have my first full draft, and then I go into revisions. So that inspiration could really be anything for me. It could be a guitar lead, it could be a bass line, it could be a phrase or lyric idea, or it could be visual. I've also had songwriting ideas come to me in a dream, and I wake up and grab my phone, and like, do, 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 and then it turns into a song. I'm sure that everyone has similar processes, right? So I think keeping a voice recorder near you always is a good idea. I will say for me recently, it's been very melody. It used to be lyric forward. But right now, for whatever reason, I'm just kind of getting a lot of melody ideas and then filling it out from there. So, of course, next, what's missing? If it was a lyric, then I'll write the music. If it was chord progression or lead, then I'll fill in with the lyrics and melody. And then once I have a first draft, obviously with Sticky Bangs, there's some extra steps in there. So once I'm at that point, I might take it to the band, or I might wait until it's fully revised, right? And then we sort of fill it out from there. But the revision period is probably, it depends on the song, but could be the longest period of time. Like I really try to sit with the lyrics. I might try to put it away for a week or two and then listen to it again and see what I like or what I don't like. This often for me looks like just looking at the lyric sheet and listening to it and highlighting whatever I don't like for whatever reason. And then I go back through and try to pinpoint exactly what it is that I don't like about that lyric, about that chord, like what is it? And then I go from there. I want to get into like the more helpful parts of the process because I think that that's all, pretty common. But probably the biggest thing that influences my writing, I believe this is a Sondheim quote, but the content dictates the form. So I think that that can make a song really great. And what that means is that once you know the meaning of your song, what you're trying to express, you need to everything, every part of it, convey that and to get creative with it, help like not only just creatively getting new ideas, but it also just adds to the meaning of your song, right? So an example of this would be, there's a song that I have with Stargirl called Take Me Where You Go. And there's a line that's take me in and hold me for a long time. When you think to let go of me, squeeze a bit more tight. And so what I did with those lines is that there's long held out notes that are held out a little bit longer than you think they're gonna end. And so in that way, musically, I am portraying the idea of someone like holding someone and just when you think to let go of me. So it's like in the song, in the musical structure, conveying the emotional idea behind your song. So that's, the devil's in the details in that way. Like, get really detailed with it, see how detailed you can get. And then look for subtext to find intention. And I have this connected to the next bullet because I feel like something that could be bothers me about my lyrics often is like, sometimes I'll write a lyric and I'm like, okay, is the subtext here my meaning and what I'm trying to convey? Or is the subtext like, I'm so cool and mysterious? Is the subtext like, is the intention pure and artful? Like, I think so often we can kind of get entangled in our art in a way that can not serve us at times. So if there's a line that's bothering you, think like, what is the subtext of this line? And is it actually aligned with my intention for this song? And to go with that, I think don't write or perform to impress, do it to express, always. The second we are creating art, to impress, I think we can lose some of it. That's just my artist opinion and kind of how what I live by. Also, when you are doing your revisions, listen to your gut and scrap what needs to be scrapped. It is really easy to rush the process and have a song that you're like, kind of, it's a half-baked, or, it's there. There's enough to perform it, but there's parts of it that you don't like very much. I think, really take the time with it and trust yourself that, like, if something's just not hitting right, if a lyric's not hitting right or a chord, like, do yourself in the song the due diligence of sitting with it and figuring out and altering it until you do like it. Listen to your gut and don't be afraid to start from scratch. Like, sometimes it's just not lining up, like it's not sounding how you heard in your head. You just need to scrap it and start again. Don't be afraid to do that, even if you were pretty far along in the writing process. And oftentimes I say, wait until you figure out exactly what it is that you don't like about it to revise it. And I only say oftentimes because there are sometimes when it's helpful to just try something new and see if it sticks. But you could get yourself into a loop with revisions where you just keep changing it, or maybe you're just changing one word, and if you were to sit and think about why you didn't like that one word, it could be a problem with the whole line. Or it could be a problem with the chord progression, or, really sit and think, what is it about this that I do not like? And then it just kind of gets you to where you want to be quicker than kind of guessing and checking. And I also like to think, what role will your song serve in someone's life? That could be an interesting thing to think about when you're writing it. Are you writing the song that is comforting to someone after a long day? Are you writing someone's favorite song? That's what I like to think about a lot, because I like to write catchy things. Like, I want to write someone's favorite song. Are you writing the song that someone puts on in their car to seem cool to whoever's in it? Like, think about, like, what kind of song do you want to be? Where do you want to live in people's lives and in their heads? And then some other small helpers. One thing I've been playing around with a lot lately is wordplay. So changing one word in like a colloquialism, or not finishing the line exactly how you would expect. So you could take like a commonly known phrase and change one word about it, or if there's a common rhyme, like if someone's listening to it and you say, the word okay, and you might expect that the line ends with day or something, you would change it up. And that can keep lines kind of fresh and interesting. Also, internal rhymes are really good for catchiness, I find. Repetition is really powerful. I think it has to be used wisely. So when you're repeating something, it's because you really, really want it to stick. So is it central to the message of your song? And then imagery and show, don't tell. So this is another quote. Don't tell me the moon is shining, show me the glint of the light on broken glass. So if you feel like your song is a little too just telling and saying exactly the thing, you might want to try like going a little more rounds about it instead of just saying the thing, trying to like verbalize it in a way that is visual and more of storytelling. Can improve the lyrics of a song. Also, playing with opposites. This can just be fun, like, at the end of your line, if it ends with up, then the next one could be down, or right or left, and like getting really creative with that and seeing how you can use different words to express your message. And alliteration also is really fun. And then things to avoid, I think floral language that is unwarranted. For a while I was trying out like writing poems and then making them into songs, and I started to realize that like I wasn't always thinking about every single word I was using and if it was actually serving me or if I was just like breaking out the thesaurus, right? Like avoid just like being overly floral when it's not justified. Also, overthinking. You don't want to overthink too much, right? When you get in the revision process, and if you are just at a place with a song where you just can't get it how you want it, sometimes you have to table it or back burner it until you can get some kind of fresh perspective on it. And then rushing or procrastinating the process. So I think there's a good middle ground to find between not rushing your songs, into where they get to the end stage and you don't think much about them unless they're just perfect. Like I think sometimes we write songs that feel like they wrote themselves and, we love it the first time. But we don't want to rush it too much, but also don't drag it along as well, like procrastinating it or again getting caught in overthinking and just kind of spiraling. So I want to get into some lyric analysis. Let me check what time it is. Okay, cool. So I think splitting into 3 groups, I have some songs from my different projects and some things to look for specifically within the songs. So group 1 will look at a recent Sticky Bangs single called Mirrors, and I would like you to look for the content dictates the form. So how does the structure, the music, the chord progression reflect the lyrics and the overall meaning? And then group 2 will have 2 songs because Thanks for the Record is pretty short. And then also glimpses, so looking for wordplay and those literary devices, so imagery, alliteration, metaphor, things like that. And then Was There Ever Spring is like a solo song I wrote a long time ago that I didn't end up doing much with, but I think there's a lot to be said there when it comes to playing with opposites and just the general rhyme scheme. So I can't see anyone while my screen is shared or hear anything, but give me a sign of life.
We're here. We're
Oh,
trying to
oh, hold
figure
on.
out how we want to group.
Okay.
How about group.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have the? Are we muted? Do you
No,
have the Do you have the lyrics up? He has to leave.
I shared them with you.
Oh, yes, you did. Let's find them. Did you share them with
It
me on
says-
Outlook?
I shared them with you via my Gmail.
Okay, but did you Gmail it to my Gmail or to Outlook?
Well, maybe don't pull up your email.
Let me-
Oh yeah, that's a good point. How do I not do that?
Maybe. Okay. Hold on. Is there?
Here, can you see my screen?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can.
So,
Might also not want your Discord, I don't know.
would it be helpful for me to share them with a Gmail?
Or just send, could you pull it up on your email on your
Or
phone
like-
and send it to the group chat?
Yeah, it's a good point. Can you just send the link to this document to me and I will give it to the group chat and we'll use our phones?
Yeah, we have a group chat for the club that she can send it to.
Does that work?
Did you send it to me?
Yes, on Discord.
Okay.
Or wait. I can text it to you too.
Discord should work. Let me pull up Discord. Yeah, I see it.
Yay!
Okay. And it's available for like anyone to open based off the link? Like anyone can open
It
this?
should.
Okay, great. I'm sending the link to the group chat. It's there now.
Okay.
So each group pull up the thing and talk about the thing. Okay.
Preview group 3. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
which group
you're-
are we?
Group 1, group 2, group 3.
Okay. Group 2 has 2 songs.
Unless you want to be group 3, it doesn't really fucking matter to me.
Bruh.
You can't.
Oh my god, I gotta stop cursing. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry.
So I think let's come back at 5:40 if possible. Let's spend 10 minutes with it, but if people need more time, then we can.
Yeah. Perfect.
We can extend.
Yay! I'm here.
Awesome.
This I feel like some kind of omniscient presence. I'm like,
Bruh.
What?
That you've never driven.
Are we group 1?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We are group 3.
First one literally.
How is this just multiple songs? This is just one song. Group 3 was there ever spring. Okay. She wants us to focus on like opposites and stuff.
This is the song that we
Okay.
grappling with being overshare in a world that people now want
So what if I'm back with
the cycle of overshare,
So you bought
embarrass, not touching.
it's free.
But this is a design.
Fruitless lumber is crazy.
Frustration of why do we.
That's a great line.
I just want all the time. It's kind of real,
So why,
yeah.
first of all, why is it
Like we care about nothing and nothing is ever bothering us.
I guess forfeit
Where
wonder
is the authenticity, frustrated,
Yeah.
Not super remote, like sort of.
I like the line "Start the circus, walking a tightrope, dodging tomatoes as they cheer," because you wouldn't think that you would have to dodge tomatoes as people cheer. It's like it's a good like
that's
I don't know. It's like people like you, but they don't.
want you to type
Sort of
south?
situation.
Yeah, because then we're gonna.
Where you feel criticized, but also
So why don't we just
adored.
order from
You know
here
what?
and then-
No, just take it out. I really like that line. It's a good line. It's a nice opposite situation.
But
How's
what I was gonna say is if it's,
See, you already have it.
if the second half is really
That's, verse
mood
two.
swings and it's
Oh,
almost
yeah, that's true.
changing like dynamics.
So
whether it's
playing
like
with
speed,
opposites
volume,
inside
whatever,
of a
that
single
it definitely really
Yeah.
it's like the whole
That's good.
sound, like the whole energy of the song is changing. Which probably is good.
We don't have access to the
Why?
to the song.
Oh.
Well, I think it's just we're just looking at the lyrics right now.
Yeah, you can just look at the
Listening.
lyrics, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
You have mirrors, right?
Oh, there's a link to record. Oh, you're talking about
The
the.
link to the recording is
Yeah, it doesn't
not
work.
working.
Well,
It's kind of like.
yeah, that's okay. You can just, you
You
know.
get an like you're in an uncomfortable
Uh-oh.
patch.
Does she want to hear what we're saying or no?
Yeah.
Uncomfortable patch.
Well, I will say, we do not have access to the recordings.
But it is.
okay, let me figure that out.
Oh, oh.
Anyways.
Alright.
Okay, try now.
Couple things I did. I wish I didn't do. Didn't say.
Yeah, at least mirrors works.
Cool.
Ah, now we run into the real problem. Jay Shy's Wi-Fi.
Jay Shy-Fi.
Was there ever spring? Doesn't seem to be working quite yet.
That's okay, cause I'm just doing lyrics right now in the
get
screen.
further away from.
But what, if you could make What's There Ever Spring too, that'd be great. And the second one.
Okay, I'm updating all of them individually. I updated the folder, but
Oh, there it goes.
yay!
Cool, cool.
Alright, come over here, Aiden.
Is that what you're talking about? Is that what I'm supposed to copy and paste? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the lyric, because it says, I gotta find myself, and I gotta do the line of that your love, and it won't stick. I got a couple of parts to do the trick. So is it like, is this like saying like,
It's kind of saying, I think, like, we're going through like the ocean of life, which I think like, I'm not really figure out.
I think it's talking about the whole love part. Of like keeping, like it's still love. Okay, that's what I'm looking at it.
Some people are going to listen to that.
I got a couple of months in my sleep to be true. So it will keep you around. Kind of sort of.
Yeah.
So this is like I still have things. I still have things that I could do to keep loving you. Thanks for the recording. I've been spending it all week. And for the record, I see you as my favorite song. And then, oh, did she leave?
She's just turning off the camera now.
Oh, okay. I see you remember my favorite song. And then the world begins to
Yeah.
I'll press play and then
Our camera's on.
the sky sees spinning round and round.
I think the CD is kind of like the
So remember, so the CD as like a metaphor.
So
for like
rewind
what
cinema,
should be
you know,
playing
right,
for
like,
like,
yeah. It's a really great line.
as over and over.
I like how it doesn't rhyme.
That's totally it. Alright. That was the first song. Let's go to our second song, because I think that's it. So next, oh, there's a link before you go to that. Have you ever seen her?
Great.
Did I leave her at the?
Internal rhymes I'm trying to
She
understand
just
that
outro?
one.
Okay, this is like.
Two thoughts. Unending, I keep wanting to say unyielding.
Like lost.
Thoughts
in
on
space or
something.
something.
That's good.
It's kind of like neglected.
Yeah, lost and reflected.
Grow fragrant as they
Cause I feel
fester.
like payphone is like, oh my god, I have
Cool,
to
'cause,
also,
you know,
I'm
we
in
kinda
contact
saw that
with
one.
this person that-
You're like, yeah, like
And they
when
sing more
yeah.
once they're festering.
Food goes bad.
Yeah. And it's like.
But it kind
begging
of like
for-
fragrant,
begging for
I think of
attention or
pleasant.
affection.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That's like an opposite of what
Yeah, that's a
right?
low key opposite. I gotta pee real bad. But then I'll be back. I swear to you.
Just add that lyric in there. Real bad.
Be real bad. Alright, next one. Greasy Diamond Blues. Leave it to you to stray off a sweet, wait, leave it to you to stray off
That
a
one
sweet tooth.
space before speaking that makes it awesome.
This one?
Yeah, because that's what you do.
Okay.
So I'm just leaving this and then invite.
So we just put that spot right.
Within like fiction.
Specific imagery.
It's like saying, what?
Why is this not doing it right?
Could we use 5 more minutes?
How are we? Could we go and like?
We're going through our second song right now.
Oh, you only have one.
We have two because we're group two.
No, you're not. Wait, are you?
Yeah,
You group one? Group.
yeah,
Are there two songs?
yeah. She said because the first one was short. It is short.
This pool is like watching a silent movie.
And it's slowly going insane.
Okay, now it should be less silent. I think.
Leave it to you to
Wait,
show off a
you're. How many more minutes?
They need 5 more.
Okay, are you guys ready though?
Oh yeah,
We
that's
are.
all. Okay.
Okay. You guys need a couple more minutes?
Yeah, just a few.
Alright, just a few more minutes and I think we'll be ready.
Cool. Also, feel free to put your edits directly on the docs, like
Oh.
highlight, make notes, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, okay, cool, thank you.
Oh, we're allowed to make
Or just like annotations.
Some counter asking for extra cherries, or maybe you're just out of base dancing. That's poetry, and further you wander, the more that you wane. So I'm asking everyone that I'm passing, have you seen her? The girl I used to be.
So I'm gonna be like,
Alright.
I
It's
think
kind of like
the first
she's
verse
remembering this type of like,
is
yeah, she's remembering like a photo. Kind of like a
slower,
photocopy,
more
like picture or something like that.
a
It's
little
like,
more depressive and sad.
You're like
Kind
of seeing
very
her.
interesting,
I
like,
used to be,
look like
I did leave her, and then
Yeah.
did I leave her?
questioning
I get a glimpse at
introspective.
parallel, lecture, partial parallel,
Just like.
The chill nature of the slow.
Are we ready to
So
come
it's
back? It's 5:41.
Something has happened to the artist.
Group two is still.
Group two.
Yeah.
More
It's like,
real
this is too much for the now.
as
It's not like
You
you're
wanna go
going,
back to the.
yeah, you wanna go back to the place where it's easier, or you able to cope with the type of thing. So I think we don't have to write this down. Okay. And in footsteps, we try to find where I would misplace them. It's one, so it's kinda like she's also like, where did this transition or this change come from? That was okay. It's more like you fell away from me in pieces, no crumble trail, no strings. Is it impossible, unkind, or maybe you're only trained always, putting all the nerves
So
to
the
the
beginning
test, like
process, the
sleep,
same
forget the
user.
rest.
Thank the first.
I hope you blew all your money on a sleeper car, halfway through probably went to the ghost. So it seems like she had this idea of where she was going to be. Yeah, kind of like had the idea of how she was going to get to this certain goal, basically, and it didn't happen, and instead she still saw from that entirely.
Oh, Aiden Burns
pathway.
left some comments.
But she's still hoping, it's
Are we
not, she's
supposed
still
to
hoping
make-
that this is still like,
Oh,
maybe it's
okay.
not like she lost her passion for something, and now
Just so we can talk
this
about it.
passion is still like ignited somewhere else, and I hope that it was able to fulfill the dreams that I always had. But now it's my passion, type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see that?
Every time.
Have you ever, okay, this is them, so that's the chorus, yeah, please come home.
But there are more credits than there are actually.
Mexicans got those.
Okay, so.
Okay, huh?
Mexicans.
Girl, I can't make the notes, I just said, I thought we didn't have to make the notes. So just like the message of the song.
Attend.
Yeah, I just kind of
other
remember like.
concerts.
Song.
Get credit. But this.
I forgot to make a sign-in sheet, you guys. It's okay.
Just
I
like
will
take a
just.
picture of everyone right now.
Everyone should.
Yeah.
They're in
Overall, the lyricist
Email.
is singing that, oh my god.
Hal is back. How do I make a comment?
Alright.
We ready?
Yeah, are we ready?
All right, let's come back, you guys. We're back. Hooray! Hooray!
Cool. Oh,
You
I
are
think
still
you're muted.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I like your ear.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Somehow. Okay. Oh, I think I would love to just go group by group. And if you want to come up and just share out about your thoughts, I can scroll for you.
Cool. Let's see. And then we can get group
That's
one
here.
up there.
Cool.
This is Marnie. Marnie Hill.
Aww. That's so cute.
Okay, group one. If you can come up to the computer so I can hear you really well, that would be sick.
Yes. Hello.
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 Hi. What are your names?
I am Ethan.
I'm Hudson.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
Yeah,
here,
but-
but I have to go. I have work at 6.
Bye, Eric.
Eric. All right. So we definitely noticed that the instrumentation of the song starts more thin and somber, which is pretty reflective of these verse 1 lyrics. So our prompt is look for the content dictates the form. So how do the lyrics, instrumentation, and structure reflect the content of the song's message? And so the lyrics in the verse are almost all questions. Do you really want to know me? Am I what you want to see? Or would you rather be my face in the mirror? It's very introspective and yeah. So this kind of sitting with yourself feeling is reflected in the thinner instrumentation, I would say. Do you want to comment, or do you want us to keep going through it?
But we can keep going through it. We don't have to go through the song, or like if you have any other thoughts.
Yeah. Then the other like main point is then verse 2 picks up more, which is pretty evident with those lyrics as well. They're very more confrontational and physical. I'll poke you, need surgery to remove the words from your throat. I thought it was also cool that on the line, don't know if it's better to throw up or choke, you're literally choking the crash on that hit. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, so, hold on, can I see that actually? I
Yeah.
don't have it pulled up anymore. I don't remember exactly where it was. Yeah, where you said the back half is about struggling with mental illness and mood swings. I think that's definitely reflected in the overall like vibe change from the first half into the second half of the song. Like I think that sounds like what a mood swing feels like. You know what I mean? Here, you can have this back.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much. I think that you guys are spot on. Also this song, so the message is, it's about, there's a blurb at the top, but it's kind of about neurodivergence and masking and like feeling really frustrated with like seemingly having to appear mysterious or nonchalant all the time. And how that can, if you are someone who struggles a little bit with like impulsive speech or oversharing, which I do as a neurodivergent person, it's really hard for me to fit into that mold. And so it feels like it puts me in this cycle of like, you know, trying to fit into the mold, and then I bottle everything up, and then I kind of explode and like overshare, and then I feel some type of way about that, and it keeps going. And so with this song, I really tried to do a lot of like stops. Like it's very staccato, so there's a lot of moments where it's full band and then silence right next to each other to kind of show that process of like it's a lot and then it's nothing, it's a lot and then it's nothing, and struggling to just find a middle path. And then yeah, the feeling from the first half of the song to the back half is kind of supposed to stimulate like what it feels like to be getting those kind of mood swings and sort of be like at liberty to your mind instead of being the one in control, which is reflected in that backseat driver or like how I hate when you take the wheel line. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Two questions that kind of just popped in is, one, the entire song outside of a couple parts are basically the same two chords, and back and forth. And so was that intentional, and how, you know, what is your piece to say on that, as well as how do you feel the do-do-dos fit into the song? Was that just a fun thing to put in, or was it an intentional something?
He said do.
Yeah. So I think, you know, chord-wise, I will say transparently, I'm very much a singer-songwriter first. So I've played guitar my whole life, but it's like, it could be better for me. So I feel sometimes limited by my skills in that area when it comes to songwriting, but overall I wanted to reflect the kind of like extremes and not feeling like you have a lot of emotions at your disposal. Does that make sense?
Sure, yeah.
And I just really liked the dissonance of those two chords, and like it created a through line through the different moods of the song. They're still used at the end, but it's interesting like how much different it sounds. So being the same person and feeling so differently, or even it being the same day or same hour and feeling so differently than you felt 10, 30 minutes ago. And then the do-do-dos. So it's interesting because if you'll notice, where is it at? It's right before don't. So like, it's like do and don't. Do I do something or I don't I? So the way this sounds is like, sorry to remove the words from your throat, do, don't. So it's like, even that just little moment reflects the like, oh, I am oversharing, or I'm overcompensating, or I'm whatever, and I'm concealing. And then I also just kind of like the floweriness of them and how they sound. So yeah.
Cool.
Okay, group 2, go on up and do the thing. Okay.
And you might want to.
Group 2 had quite the task, and Glimpses has like a word or two it's pretty new. So, hi, familiar faces.
Yes, I'm about to say what up. Okay. So yeah, I'm Isabel, this is Nisa. So we're going to split it up, like she's going to do the second one, I'm going to do the first one. Let me look at my note.
No, that's not, it's on the, okay. What, you didn't look at it, I was on there.
Okay. I want to put this down.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
I need to read it though.
Yes.
Okay, so the first line that stuck out with me with your first song on that one, which is, no, it's not Glimpse. Is it? Oh, it's thanks for the record and for the record thanks. So the first lyric that really stuck out to me on that one is, I got a chip on my shoulder and a pebble in my shoe. And how I thought that was kind of like you meant was like an uncomfortable patch in your life. Like it's just kind of like, ooh, I don't know, you know, because that's not very comfortable. And then the second one that stuck out with me, oh my God, I can't read. I got a couple of hearts up my sleeve to do the trick. I still have things that I can, and me and Nisa kind of talked about this one a little bit, but we were like, oh, it's still like you have stuff to do to keep someone around, because you kind of like talked about something earlier in that made me think that. Let me see. Oh, the line before is, I gotta figure myself out, I gotta do it quick, or I'm afraid that your love for me, well, it just won't stick. I got a couple of hearts up my sleeve to do the trick. So we're like, oh, it kind of means something along the lines of like, you have something that can maybe make someone stay around. And then the second, or the other thing that I noted was, I'll stare up at the sky while the CD is spinning round and round. And we kind of thought this as replaying like the past over and over again. And then I think this is the next song.
Okay.
After that. I don't know. Those are just things that like stuck out to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is a really good example of the wordplay stuff and how you can kind of move around like well-known phrases to make them work for you or to make something interesting. So I got a couple of hearts up my sleeve to do the trick. So that is a combination of a trick up my sleeve and my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, a chip on my shoulder and a pebble in my shoe, right? You have a much more artful interpretation. It's really, for me, it's just like I'm irritated today. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I got a chip on my shoulder and a pebble in my shoe that's pissing me off. And I don't want to talk to anybody. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And this is the
Okay.
second song.
Okay, this is the second song. And
This is a lot.
yeah, no, it's totally fine. So we immediately started with like the Greasy Diner booth, which was like specific imagery that we saw in the song. And then it was another lyric that pointed out to us. It was kind of like, it's more, it's like later in the song where it's like, it's more like you fell away from me in pieces. No crumb, no string, no trail, or no string. It's kind of like it's kind of like the lyricist was losing passion for something, or it's like something they felt strongly about it beforehand. So like losing the passion for probably like a dream that they had beforehand, and then slowly it's kind of like life was happening or something changed in their life where it's kind of like they couldn't focus on it anymore. And then we kind of did like a message of the song because we couldn't analyze the full thing. And I said something along the lines of like, overall, the lyricist has fallen off of the story or goal that they originally wanted. And it seems like they lost their passion that they wanted to have again. And in the song, it's kind of like you're asking where this old person is. Oh, wait, where was the other? We had something else. Oh, did I leave her by the phone booth, pay phone begging for change outside the side of there, or side of the metro, and it was kind of like lost. It was kind of like this person is lost or neglected and begging for attention and affection again. So that's where we got that overall message from. And then also it mentions, or the lyricist mentions, that the song, that it hopes you blew away your money on a sleeper car away halfway to Hollywood on the coast straight Starlight, sorry. And then saying that even though this is not the path of the current lyricists, they still hope that that dream was fulfilled in another life, type of thing. Okay.
Awesome. Very cool. It's so interesting, like when people read your lyrics and you're like, it makes you just want to be like, yeah, that's what I meant.
No, like totally.
No, it's so cool. This song is about feeling like you've lost yourself and you only get yourself in like a laugh, or like it's very fleeting, like you just like so unlike yourself. And I wanted to compare that to that old version of yourself being a missing person. And so there's this verbiage of like, have you seen her? Have you seen her? You know, like almost like missing posters, like you're standing, like asking everyone, like, where did this person go? I also think some wordplay note here is like dancing with the rain instead of dancing in the rain, right? It's like if you use like a common phrase and you just change one word, it can make it interesting and fresh. Yeah, just a big metaphor here. And sometimes it's cool to just ask yourself interesting questions, because with this one, I asked myself, okay, if I went missing, where would I go looking for me? And for me, that's the Chicago Diner. So I love the Chicago Diner, and I know that if I had some like quarter life crisis and ran away, I would like go to Chicago Diner, and then I would take the Coast Starlight, which is an Ameren train, out west of Hollywood. And so that's like, you know, what I was thinking of when I wrote it. And so, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other wordplay stuff I wanted to highlight in here. Same thing here, like, well, if you hear this song, Sweet Angel, Please Come Home, it's like almost like, you know, when someone is missing and their family is like on the news,
right.
Like, oh, if you see this, like, please come home to us. Like, that's kind of like what it's about.
Yeah.
And some of the wordplay and stuff. Oh,
Great.
We didn't like have that much, I don't think, or maybe we did.
I got a lot.
You got a lot?
Not a lot, but I would like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless anyone
Aiden,
wants
you
to start.
talk.
Okay. I guess the first thing, I'm super into like tools that just kind of get stuff going with like the writing processes. So like when it's like, okay, I'm trying to generate ideas. Okay, I can use this tool of using like opposites. But
exactly.
I feel like I always get stuck with like, oh, I've got to like use it in XYZ sort of way. Like when you were describing using that technique, you had the line that ends with right and then the other that ends with left in that first verse. But then what I thought was cool, where was it? In verse 2, you start using the opposites inside of the lines themselves. And I thought that was really cool because that's like such a short amount of time to fit in. Oh, this is looking down at me. To fit in that idea, yet you make it work, and it just kind of like it just reads so like where is it? So it's that first line, sticks under my feet laugh as I mope, and then tomatoes as they cheer. I don't know. It kind of just unravels that way, and I found that really inspiring. To I don't know, just a different tool to use next time I try and write something.
Yeah.
Good.
I liked the line cerebral cinema with no rights to claim. That's just a good line. It's like, I don't know if this was the intended, but like no rights to claim. Like in my mind, I'm thinking like copyrights for the cerebral cinema, and I'm like, that's a crazy ass metaphor. Like what the fuck? That's good. I just really enjoyed that metaphor, and then there are a few other ones that I enjoyed. Where are they?
Is it festering?
Oh yeah, the fragrant fester. Yeah, my feelings grow fragrant as they fester. It's sort of kind of an opposite, but not really. Just because like fragrant, I think of like pleasant smells, but fragrant as they fester, so as to say like something's decomposing and smells bad, is just interesting. I wouldn't have phrased it like that, and it was a very visceral like image. So I enjoyed it. That was kind of all I had to say.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
I only really paid attention to what I saw was like something that rhymed.
Yeah, we kind of covered like all the things we talked about as a group. So
There was one. Yeah.
what?
There was I guess is it the second stanza? Is that what it is? Like the chunk of
Sure.
text?
Yeah. Stanza.
The second stanza of verse 2.
This
The
one.
infinite ponderance behind my eyes, cerebral cinema with no rights to claim, and then unkind, and then mind. So it's got like one line that sticks out as not like it doesn't rhyme with
That's the same thing over here. That's kind of her scheme.
what?
That's the same thing
Compete.
over here.
Fest-
Last
Oh,
term,
I guess so.
fester.
Yeah. So it's like A B A A. So like it doesn't.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
interesting.
the one
Yeah.
at top mostly it was slumber, wonder, and then
Yeah.
one where it was 3. They all rhymed. Both end words rhymed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna unplug this for a little,
Oh, wait.
so that we can get back
do
on
we-
to the freaking the wipe, whatever this is called, the board, the thing, the projector. That's what that's called. Cool.
And I guess where I was going with that is like, as you're writing, I've seen it like a lot in a lot of, well, it's existed for forever, but a lot of styles with songwriting where it doesn't particularly have to rhyme. Where do you like personally find like that you fit that in? Like it works perfectly here, especially with that stanza, the eyes and claim thing. It just feels like one whole idea, so it makes a lot of sense there. Like, I don't know, it's just such an interesting style to me. I wonder how you work in that, if that makes sense and isn't too wordy.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I want to make sure I answer your
Okay.
question correctly. Like, how do I, like, with the rhyme scheme, like, it not going to be like ABB? Sort of like it can be one thought that doesn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing that's interesting about this one is this is one of those that was a poem first,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
actually one that I think is a little overly floral. And I love that Spencer loved the cerebral cinema line because I could not stand that line. I was like, cerebral cinema, odd pretentious. I was like, that's like someone's opinion. But now that you like it, I like it more.
It's got a little bit of humor to it as well, just with, and I might be reading into it, but there are no rights to claim. It's just like, it's like a movie in my mind that I don't even have the rights to. I can't even show this movie because I don't have the copyright. That's funny to me and I like it. I just like that line. So keep it in
Thank
there.
you.
I'm gonna be really mad at you. So okay.
I love it. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the rhyme scheme. I think that like I like for rhymes to or like a thought to be completed by surprise a little bit, and so I think it's interesting when like a line doesn't rhyme, and I feel like it kind of keeps you hanging on to listening to it for a little longer because it feels unresolved, and then it's resolved later in the stanza. Then it's like, oh, okay, even if it's not the same thought.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then
Like at the verse, like it keeps you kind of listening for longer because you're trying to figure out how are they going to wrap this
yeah,
in a way that makes sense.
yeah, I gotcha. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's next on the
Yeah.
agenda? I already forgot it. Is there more? Is this Q&A time now at this point, or is there something?
Yeah,
else?
I know we're like after 6, so I mean I don't have a hard stop if people have questions or anything. I also like want to be respectful of time. Oh, how'd the stream go? Why is it asking me that? Oh, okay, sorry. When I stopped sharing screen, it like put a pop up in my face. But yeah, I was just gonna report on the lyric analysis, and then I did have a bit on writer's block, but no, I mean I was literally one slide, but
I mean, I'm.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any commitments that they have to be at? You know, does anyone care? Let's do it.
I have
Show
a
us.
commitment to that cat I keep
Chloe says she has a commitment to that cat.
to Marnie.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a cat on the slide.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
writer's block. So one thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is that like the answer to burnout is not always rest, or the answer to like feeling blocked or like you're overcommitting yourself or something. And so has an impact on your writing. So if you think about a glass of water, for example, we try to give this metaphor. Like sometimes if it's overly full, then yes, you've got to like pour some of the water out. But if it's low, you have to add things. And so sometimes if you are feeling as though you can't write or you're lacking inspiration or there's just too much going on, I think we have a tendency to be like, okay, well, I need to stop, I need to rest, I need a day to do nothing, sometimes you do need to go out and seek that inspiration. Like, where do you feel inspired? Like, for me, art museums, or even just being out in public, like by myself and just kind of people watching. And that sounds creepy, but it can lead to inspiration because you're like, what's going on, like, around me? And you just feel more tuned in. Getting out of the digital world and like into the real one, just like ask yourself, what fills my cup? Not just like, how can I, put less on my plate so I feel a little freer. Also, like, what is going to add to it? And then with writer's block, let yourself write something bad. Like, just don't judge it. Like, that's the best way to get through it, is just let yourself write something shitty and try not to judge yourself about it. And you can sometimes get through it in that way. Again, go searching for inspiration. You don't always have to wait for it to strike you. It's all around you all the time. And make intentional time for songwriting sessions. If you don't already, I know, like, I got into a thing for a while where I was just like, oh, I write songs as they come to me, or as I'm like, experiencing something emotionally that I need to express in an art way. Like, it's good to just make intentional time. I'm gonna sit and try to write a song in this 2 hours of my day, and I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna go to Art Hill or go somewhere and just see what's something new that I can do. Can I write a new song right now, or start a new song? Okay, that's all I had. I hope that it was helpful, and yeah, I'm down for any questions if anyone has them.
You touched on this a good bit, throughout the presentation, but I would be curious to hear your answer to this. How do you balance between being a perfectionist and putting the work in and making a song that you're proud of versus just writing and moving on, because there's also something to be said about just doing the thing and writing and getting more songs under your belt. So how do you find that balance, or know when to move on versus knowing when to put more time into one?
Oh, yeah, I think sometimes it could just be a straightforward time limit with something. Like if I sit with a song, just one song, before I even feel comfortable taking it to my band for more than like 3 months or something, I might say, okay, it's time to, table this one. I think that like, it's also not bad to start, especially if you haven't recorded it, right? Like I think by the time it's recorded, it should be like exactly what you want. But there have been Sticky Bang songs that we play that I'm like, I know I want this verse to change, or I know I want this, but I don't know exactly what I want yet. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect for you to start sharing it, I think. And so feeling justified in that. And also trying not to overthink like good versus bad song. Like I think a song to me is really bad if it's like harmful in some way, right? And there are certainly some songs that could be unlistenable for one reason or another, but like, for example, like for me in my writing, I always want to write something catchy, and with pop punk and stuff, something I struggled with was a lot of my early songs were kind of whiny, Midwest emo-y, and I felt like I was always just telling, like, I'm sad that you're gone and you don't think of me, right? And it's like, there's an element to that that's like, yeah, I wasn't super happy with that writing. But at the same time, like all writing has its place. Like sometimes it's really cathartic to just hear exactly what somebody is going through word for word. It's cathartic to listen to. Like the front bottoms in modern baseball have an audience for a reason, right? And other times it is cool to listen to a song that is a little less upfront with its message, and it's more open to interpretation, and it's like a little harder to figure out, So I think that too is like, if you like your song but you're afraid that other people won't like it, don't overthink that. Like there's always an audience for you and what the song that you're making. So if that's what's holding you back from sharing it as well, I think that's something to be considered. Like, share your art. It'll find the people it needs to find.
Cool. I had a question. Which is that, what was my question? Oh, do you have any like authors, books, poets that you read that inspire you? I know personally, I am very inspired by poetry, and I was just curious if you had any recs. So.
I think like I'm kind of just getting back into poetry stuff.
Or
Reading, to be honest. I don't know if anyone else did AR, but AR ruined reading for me for like so much of my life.
Dude, oh God, yes, I forgot that existed in my mind. I was like,
Is that when you with like the fancy English class that you have to read a bunch of stuff?
it wasn't even just, it wasn't
Accelerated reader.
Yeah.
You took a test called the STAR test, and
Yes.
it
Yes.
gave you a
Yeah.
reading level and a point level. And for us at Festus, it was like a third of our English grade. Anyway, I won't go off on this thing I've been bitter about since I was 11. But
grade level.
it really great. So that's all to say that I could probably take recs from you. But I certainly like have songwriters that really inspire me. I think Adrienne Blanker is a huge inspiration. A lot of, I think that like when it comes to melody and stuff, Beach Bunny is one of my favorite bands because I think they do a really good job at making things that are catchy but not like derivative. Same thing with Remember Sports, The Bets. Just like making really fun, catchy stuff that is not like, I've heard this a million times before. But I do think for inspo though, and also just like right now, if you can go to writer circles, even if they're not a songwriting circle like this kind of is, like at the library, like I've been going to some writer circles and sharing my poetry there, or like open mics. Like it's just so important because you connect with more people in the scene, you hear what other people are doing, and I also think it gives you a sense of community that I know right now I need, given the state of, I think it's really powerful to be like in community. So yeah, I'm really inspired by local artists
Real.
as well.
Have you ever listened to a band called Wednesday?
I have been told to.
You should.
haven't.
I just found them for the first time and I listened to a couple of their albums and it just reminded me of a style of music that you would enjoy just based off of Sticky Bangs.
Is it literally Wednesday or is it a band called?
No, it's just Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you said it, I got it.
Well, if I just said, "Do you listen to Wednesday?" and you'd be like, the day." Yeah, I mean, I listen to it when it happens. I don't know, but no. I was just curious.
I will definitely take a listen.
Sweet. Okay.
I have another one, but if anyone else.
Yeah. If anyone else wants to shut Ethan up,
Yeah.
please ask a question.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Ethan.
No.
Anyone going once? You're good. Ask
Are
your
you-
other question, Ethan.
I was just curious, as someone in multiple projects, how you divide up your writing into them. I'm assuming to some extent by style or whatnot, but do you feel like there is not necessarily limitations, but do you feel like you have to write about a certain type of topic or certain style for certain bands, and do you find yourself just sometimes feeling a certain way, good or bad about that, or do you sometimes find yourself writing songs that you don't feel like can fit into any of those, and so you're like, well, that was a fun, good song to write, but
Yeah, all the time. It's really interesting because a lot of the solo stuff I write that's more acoustic, like it's not something I would always like put on, and so I perform it, but I'm like, I would like this better if it was a different style, and sometimes it's hard for me to try to make it the style that I want, like rewrite it into a different style, and that's challenging. And certainly like in like Mug Speaker with Ethan and I, we do a lot of like really true co-writing where we come together and we write the song together in the session versus like reading each other's songs. Ethan has brought a few songs that we like filled out, but there's certainly like a genre or a feeling, to most of those songs. And so I might start writing something big. Oh, this is a great mug sweater song, or this is a great Sticky Bang song. And I do overthink about it sometimes, especially when like I don't co-write. Like the Sticky Bang songs are not co-written at all, right? Like I write them and bring them to the band and then we fill them out. So when it comes to co-writing stuff, I think it can be challenging. I just be really honest with who you're writing with about like if a song is your baby and you really attached to this verse you wrote or this lyric and you really have a clear vision of it, I would advise maybe not to bring that into a co-writing space, right? Because it could go a whole different direction with other artists in the room, and that's a beautiful thing, but it's not what you heard in your head, right? So I think it just depends on the space, how many writers there are. In Sticky Bang, since I'm the only writer, I don't feel super tethered to a certain message. There is like a genre piece there, but like with Mug Sweater, for example, it's a lot more of like an open thing, or like, oh, I wrote this lyric and it's just kind of thing for me, let's see like what we can make it into, versus like I wrote this song and I'm still working on it and it's like I have a very specific idea of how I want it to sound. That might not be best for those like duo spaces or like more like group co-writing bands or projects. But yeah, it can be challenging about where do I want this piece to live, which one of my projects. It can be challenging.
100%. When you're writing with those people, when you are co-writing, is it mostly in person, you said, or are you ever doing it online? And do you have any tools, like specific tools, like software when you're doing it online, or you prefer to do it in a physical notebook or anything like that?
I only co-write in person. Ethan's the only person that I co-write with. And I look forward to it so much. We just meet up in person and we drink tea, and like what we do is we'll just like kind of silently, we'll like have an idea, we'll silently come up with different things and then bring it to each other after a while. So I only do it in person, really. I guess it's specific tools, pencil, paper.
All right, fair enough.
I don't have software ideas.
Sweet.
I know Google Keep is, but I don't know for co-writing, but just like for writing in general, it's like a bunch of little sticky notes kind of.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much, Hal, for coming in and talking to us. We really appreciate it. I think, is it still live currently?
I think it went down whenever the projector got plugged.
Oh,
So we got all of the talk and then part of the analysis.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you know,
Yeah,
they didn't need to hear our
Good.
dumbass questions anyway. Whatever, it's fine, it's whatever. But yeah, oh, I'm not supposed to, oh, it's not
That's
streaming
not
anymore.
streaming.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's just she stopped streaming her screen.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
No.
still streaming
Yeah.
as long as if it's
Is
from
that
that
pops
computer.
No, I just went on the YouTube and it was
Oh.
frozen at NISA.
Oh, well,
So
That could just be technical.
yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that
Honestly,
screen
I
this screen is just
is just Discord's.
yeah, no, I know.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it's stuck at this.
Well, then I don't know.
That's
Nice.
Nisa and Isabella,
Yeah, that is, yeah.
unless they're hiding.
Okay, well, we don't have to
Alright.
keep streaming, then we can. have
Alrighty.
But we'll have
Yeah.
the stream, we'll have it up, so.
Yeah, and are you able to share? I don't know if you share it with Spencer. Are you able to share the Google presentation you made as well?
Battery.
Yes, I can share the slides. Yeah, I hope it was all helpful, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was a lot of really good information.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
really fun. It was really enjoyable. I like how interactive
Like
you made it.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble.
Oh, it's cutting out a bit.
If you
Oh. Yeah, shameless plug Spike song, and then also I'm coming up with a new zine I'm really excited about. It's going to be called Girl Chronicles. It's going to be a mini newspaper. So if you follow Mihaela._.art, I'll soon be posting a Google form where you can like put ads in the little newspaper. If you have a show coming up, you can ask for advice. It's like anything that would go in a newspaper, which I'm excited about, so plugging that wherever I can. And then our next show is the 24th at Heavy Anchor. It's gonna be like a spooky Halloween situation. So
Cool.
Can you say your newspaper again? You cut out a little bit. Like just like the link, the handle where they can find
Yeah,
it.
mute us.
Where all
Oh.
the people at home can find it. All the one person watching.
Yeah.
Well, who are
it's
watching?
Mihaela.
Oh, no.
This is on Instagram. Here, actually, I have it up here.
Okay, cool.
Can you see that?
Yes.
This is the handle for the
I
art
found
thing. I haven't posted the link yet, but it'll be on my store. And then my personal Instagram is guitarchick2000, and then we got sticky.bangs.
I follow all of these things, I
And
think.
the thing you're talking about, like the community magazine, is that on Zine? You're saying?
It is a zine.
I don't know what a
Oh,
zine
it's a
is.
zine.
Oh,
Okay, so a zine is like a little art thing. It's like they're usually handmade. They can be like, you can have micro zines or you can have bigger full size ones. I do have a full size zine called Bug Cereal that I do with my friend Owen. That's bugcerealzine.stl on Instagram. But yeah, this will be a new mini zine from me that looks like a little newspaper.
yeah,
Cool.
it's short
And
for,
it'll
it's
have,
like a
like-
slang for magazine.
Oh,
so,
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
Stories, engagement. Sweet. Well, so nice to meet y'all. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.